We're going to replace the transmission filter in this '05 Chevy Express 3500. This transmission is not shifting fast enough into second gear. If your fluid is dirty even a little, then changing the filter and some fluid is the first step to lengthen the life of the transmission. Make sure the vehicle is safe on a flat surface. Set the emergency brake, and put a block of wood under a tire. You may prefer to raise the car. There's plenty of room under the truck without a raise. Just don't turn your head too quickly when you're under there. GM doesn't give you a drain plug. We can see here where the bolt should have been, and someone in an office decided, won't it be funny if we don't put a drain bolt? We made a spot for it, but surprise, you're not worthy of one. So expect a shower of oil from the pan. Be prepared with a large pan and a piece of cardboard, a bunch of paper towels. That should do. To avoid the red smelly shower, you can first drain some fluid. Watch how I do just that in my other video. By doing that, the pan will almost be empty, and you won't spill a whole lot of fluid. Find my link below. Let's get to it. Start by removing a bolt from the heat shield. It will give you the ability to move the shield out of the way. I also removed the second bolt on top, but the pan can easily be removed with the shield. Just move it out of the way. Next, we remove the two torque bolts that hold the gear shifting cables to the transmission. At this point, make sure the emergency brake works. You don't want to move the cable to where the transmission shifts out of gear by accident. With these two bolts, you want to be extra careful. The hole for the bit is pretty shallow, and moreover, since the head is facing down, the bolt accumulates dirt in the hole. I used a small pick with some WD-40 or similar product to clean out the hole. And pretty quickly, my 40 Torx bit went in all the way, making sure to turn 90 degrees from the bolt, and it should loosen. Just a short tip. When you remove a bolt or nut, be on it all the way, and push the wrench directly 90 degrees to it. No wobble like this one, with the socket being crooked, where you can easily break the bolt. Or in this case, round off the Torx bolt. After removing both those bolts, remove the bracket out of the way. Oh, before I forget, please subscribe to my channel so you don't miss a thing, and hit the notification bell so you will know. Now we're all clear to remove the pan bolts. Do it slowly, as the oil starts to leak. Try to get it to come out of a corner. Drain all the fluid into your pan. Measure the amount of fluid, as you will need to put back the same amount. The pan should be completely loose by the time the bolts are out. Remove the pan. Remove the filter from the transmission. It should pull right out. Inspect it to see if it's clogged or has metal shavings. If the filter seal seems dry, install the new one. Pry it out with a pick or flathead screwdriver and bend it inward and pull it out with small pliers. Install the new seal with a mallet or use a socket the same size with a hammer. It should push right into place. Clean the surface of the transmission. Clean the surface of the transmission by using a razor blade or something similar. Make sure there's nothing stuck there. Next, clean the pan. Inside you will see a square magnet that will be covered with tiny powder metal shavings. That's normal, unless you see actual pieces. Remove those shavings and clean the pan. Make sure everything is nice and clean. The transmission likes to keep a tight ship. Make sure the gasket looks clean and soft and not cracking in any way. We are going to reuse the old gasket, as the new gasket that comes with a filter cannot hold a candle to the gasket that was originally put on the car. It seems to me it's a silicone-based gasket on metal. A great design. I like to put a thin layer of Vaseline on the gasket on both sides. It prevents it from drying out and from moving when installing. Install the new filter. It should push right into place. It's designed to be held in by the pan. Install the pan. Start with a bolt on each side, and then the rest of the bolts hand tight. Next, tighten all the bolts to 18 foot-pounds. Go all the way around. Make sure you haven't missed any. Next, replace the bracket with the two Torx bolts. Put some anti-seize on the bolts I like to use the gold cream that comes with Denso's O2 sensors, and the one bolt holding the heat shield in place. Next we will use the dipstick tube to refill the fluid. Make sure you put in the same amount that came out. Make sure you use the correct fluid, as GM changed their opinion regarding what type to use. In this van, they changed it to Dexron 6. Put in the amount you took out. Check underneath the car to make sure you're not leaking. Watch my drain and fill video with my link below for more related tips. If you have something to add or ask, please feel free to leave me a comment below. You're done. I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and leave me comments below.